unrivaled that enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're on
Are we
board.
ready? All right, we'll call the meeting to order. Jen, would you take roll, please?
Commissioner Corbin,
Here.
Commissioner Johnson,
I'm here.
Commissioner Waldner,
Here.
Commissioner Thill,
Here.
Mayor Lindsay.
Here. You have before you the agenda for this evening.
Make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no appearances and acknowledgements, anything you want removed from the consent calendar? If not, do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the consent calendar.
Kelly, you want a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no old business, under new business, ratify the mayor's signature on the agreement with the FAA for the transfer of entitlements for the Madison Airport Improvement Project. And Chad is not here, and I didn't speak to him ahead of time on this, but this is just to ratify the signature that I had already signed. So I don't know that there's any more information unless somebody has some
Other
to
than that,
add to
You've
it.
seen these before, and they have come before the commission.
Mhm.
The timing, they needed it earlier this week, I believe, so Chad and I just opted to still bring it before the commission and have them ratify your signature so that it's public.
Sounds good. Any questions at all?
I make a motion that we ratify the mayor's signature on the agreement FAA Transfer of Entitlements Madison Airport Improvement Project.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Authorize the mayor to sign a letter of support for the Harvest Point Apartments LLC renovation of the existing units. And we have Jeff Brooks here. And Jeff, I'm going to ask you to, if you'd come up to the table here where the microphone is. We do record this for people who want to listen to it at home, and so the microphone is for their benefit.
Great, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
So,
I'm here on behalf of an LLC I've created to renovate the apartments. Harvest Point Apartments are 30 units built in 1994, and it's a federally subsidized property with the subsidy coming from rural development. And so what I'm asking for is a letter of support from the CEO of the community. And this letter will go to the Housing Authority up here, and they look at my application and see how I score against other applicants. And so what I'm asking for is that support. I'm gonna keep the subsidy in place, and I'm gonna go and renovate, and spend about $1.2 million in renovations. So I'm asking for tax credits from the Housing Authority to do that. So the nice thing is, we'll put in, well, we're looking at a laundry list, or new community room, new siding, new windows, playground cabinets, new insulation, and a new parking lot at the property. So, and the beauty of that is the money that I spent will get from the tax credits, and the tenants won't see any increase in their rent.
mhm.
So, a nice deal, so.
Very good. And it also improves the housing that we have in Madison.
Correct, correct.
So-
I think I sent you this document here. It indicates I had to get a third-party market study done, and just to get my numbers right, the market study showed they pulled 329 market and restricted units, certain there are 2 units vacant, so it's a pretty strong market.
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
And right now, Harvest Point's 100% full, so that indicates that there's a need for this type of housing to continue, so.
Oh,
So, yeah.
very good. And I didn't print that off because it was
Did you
on
print
like
it
100,
off?
no,
No.
because it was like 132 pages.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about $100 per page.
Yeah.
To pay for that, so I wanted to bring it up here in case you guys have any questions. I also had to get a third-party CNA done, that stands for Certified Needs Analysis, and it kind of coincides with what I was gonna do anyways, so.
Oh, very good. The other thing is, and that is, you have in your packet the letter that we would write in support, but in visiting with Jeff, there are 3 addresses there. And so on
Correct.
the letter that we're going to give to him, it will have 505, 511, and 519. In your packet, we just had 511 listed.
That's correct.
But the 3 addresses do constitute the 30 units.
Yep,
Because you
So-
work on all 3 of the buildings,
correct.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
To meet the 30.
yeah.
Mhm.
The only issue that I foresee when we do this is if it's full, I've allocated money to potentially move some folks around a little bit, maybe rent some hotel rooms for a period of time, because we're gonna do new cabinets, windows. There might be a time where we have to displace some folks, but I pay all that, I pay for all that.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll talk to the mayor and whoever's up the street and say, so. It's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem.
Yeah.
It is a good problem, and also, renovated, updated housing is very nice for the town to have. Very, very nice.
I make a motion that we authorize the mayor to sign a letter of support for Harvest Point Apartments LLC renovation of existing units.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you.
Yep,
Thank you for doing that,
Thank you.
Madison.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Resolution number 2016-21, authorize the mayor to apply for a Land and Water Conservation Fund grant. Fred, did you want to address that?
Sure, thank you. This grant, we put together a total package on the grant, $75,000 we're applying for to enhance, actually put lighting and enhance the fence at Bachman Bellotti Parks. Takes care of the foul ball issue we're having and also like the parking lot stuff. We talked about our half of it, it's a 50-50 type grant. So the 37.5 would come out of our park area reserves improvements. I think it's a line item we actually put in for the budget and stuff. So it needs a resolution from the mayor and from the city commission to basically apply for this. So that's what this is about.
Questions or comments?
You say it takes care of the foul ball problem?
Yeah, we've got a safety issue actually going on. The fences, the backstops are too low and down the foul
And they're
lines are
straight
too
up and
low,
down.
So we're getting a lot of foul balls that are actually hitting the folks that are watching the games, near misses,
Or watching
It
some
was a
other
different
or
game.
watching some other games.
Yes,
actually.
yeah, the one neighbor next
Yeah.
behind you. And what this does also is currently the fence goes straight up. It's also going to, there's a word for it, and I'm not coming up with it.
Well, I'll
But
go
anyway,
with
it's going to
I'll go
stick
with
out over
outrigger
the,
right now.
over the ball player. Yeah, I wanted to say cantilever and it didn't seem right, but
No.
anyway, thank you.
I make a
Uh,
motion that we authorize the mayor to apply for a Land and Water Conservation Fund grant, resolution number 2016-21.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Bid number 852, review and award the bid for the fitness equipment.
All good, Jen?
All good,
$1,400
one
bucks?
bid received, it was appraised at $1,420, the bid was for $1,420.
Okay, questions at all?
I'll make the motion to accept bid number 852 in the amount of $1,421,420 and for the fitness equipment.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Declare as surplus property, appoint appraisers, and authorize the proper disposal of the street light poles and fixtures. And Brad, I'm going to ask you if you want to address that one.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. We looked at the value and looked at the, possible reuse of the lights on Egan Avenue and looked at what salvage might be. And at this point in time, it's our recommendation that we remove them and discard them. The value is so insignificant that the labor to try to salvage anything out of them is far more than what we could get back in cash value. So our recommendation is to scrap them at this point in time, not even scrap, but actually just remove and dispose.
Yeah, and just a little more on that. They're just plain wooden posts, and there is no metal that goes all the way down. The metal only goes down about 2 feet from the top and is bolted into it. So when they rot it off at the bottom, and that, that just kind of goes up the post, so there just isn't any material there to salvage and reuse.
And we took the fixture down to the recyclable places and asked, scrap and see what there was. One of them didn't even want to touch them. The other one said it'd give you a nickel a pound. And they weigh about 37 pounds, so less than $2 a piece.
Mhm.
And, when you're paying labor at $50 an hour, it doesn't take very long
Right.
to realize that you're not gonna get any salvage out of that. That's
$2 a
worthwhile.
gallon of gas to drive
Right.
it down.
And we only have 36. I mean, so it's
Right.
not like we've got,
Pretty easy to take a calculator out and
Yes.
figure that
Yeah,
in.
you don't need the calculator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So-
even need the calculator on that one.
So do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to declare a surplus property, appoint appraisers, and authorize proper disposal of the street light poles fixtures, and appraisers are Brad, Commissioner Corbin, and Chad Gomez.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no announcements, no executive session, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And so we are officially adjourned from our meeting, and we will move on into budget then.
No, not second.
No
No
budget?
budget
All right, we are finished for the evening,
Yep.
and thank you everyone for coming. Hey,